There is one mystery in One Piece that has been hiding in the story for years, and almost nobody knows the real answer. We know about the Void Century. We know about Joy Boy. We know about the Will of D. We know that the world government is hiding something massive. But there is one question that still hasn't been answered. What exactly is the One Piece? And the crazy part? Oda has already told us that the answer isn't something as simple as friendship. So what could it actually be? Let's go back to the beginning. When Luffy started his journey, he didn't know anything about the world's biggest secrets. He simply wanted to become the Pirate King. But as the story continued, Luffy discovered something strange. The world he lives in isn't what it seems. There was an ancient civilization. There was a forgotten century. There were powerful weapons. And there was a person named Joy Boy. And somehow, Luffy became connected to all of it. That's where things get interesting. Joy Boy lived hundreds of years before Luffy. Yet his story seems strangely connected to Luffy's journey. The mysterious treasure at Laugh Tale is connected to the history of the world. And Roger's crew actually reached the final island. They learned the truth. But instead of revealing it to the world, they laughed. Think about that. They discovered the greatest secret in the entire world. And their reaction was laughter. Why? What could possibly be so shocking that the future Pirate King would laugh after discovering it? Now, look at the world government. They have spent centuries trying to control information. The Void Century is forbidden. Certain names are dangerous. And some historical events are erased from public knowledge. That tells us something important. Whatever happened in the past, someone doesn't want the world to remember it. And if the One Piece reveals that forgotten history, then finding the treasure wouldn't just make Luffy the Pirate King. It could change the entire world. Here's where the biggest theory begins. What if the One Piece isn't just a treasure? What if it's something that can expose the truth about the entire world? Imagine Luffy King Lao Jahashtade. He discovers the truth about Joy Boy. He discovers what happened during the Void Century. He discovers why the world government exists. And then he realizes the world has been living under a lie for hundreds of years. Suddenly, the final treasure isn't just about wealth. It's about freedom. And freedom has always been the most important theme in Luffy's story. Now ask yourself, why was Luffy chosen? Why does his journey keep connecting to Joy Boy? Why does the world government fear certain powers? And why does Luffy always seem to bring freedom wherever he goes? Maybe that's the entire point. The One Piece might not simply be something Luffy finds. It might be something that gives him the power or the knowledge to finally change the world. But here's the part that could break the internet. What if Roger laughed? Because the truth was actually ridiculous? After hundreds of years of war, secrets, and suffering, the greatest treasure in the world could be something completely unexpected. Something so simple that Roger couldn't help but laugh. And if that's true, imagine Luffy Lao Jahashtade discovering the truth and having exactly the same reaction. A giant mystery built up for decades, ending with Luffy laughing. That would be the most One Piece ending imaginable. But until Oda finally reveals the truth, everything is still a theory. So now I want to know what you think. What is the One Piece? A treasure? A weapon? The lost history? Or something completely different? Drop your theory in the comments. And if you want more One Piece mysteries and theories, subscribe, because we're getting